Hey there, welcome to a short video on section 6.2. The purpose of this video is to introduce the section so that when we have a lecture on it tomorrow, you kind of know what to expect and already have some of the background information hopefully already understood. So if I read what you see in this worksheet here, in this lesson we'll review properties of exponents, which you might remember from section 5.1 of this class, and hopefully from Algebra 1 in middle school. We are then going to apply these properties with powers that have rational exponents, and also with radicals too. So we can simplify expressions that have radical and rational exponents, as well as solve equations that contain those things. So let's start with filling out this table here. Now, the first property you guys should be fairly familiar with. When you have the same base, you want to add the exponents. And actually, let me take that back. If we're multiplying powers with the same base, we want to add the exponents. So in this case, we have 5 to the half power times 5 to the 3/2 power. So these properties still apply to powers that have fractional or rational exponents, not just, integer exponents. So if I add these two fractions together, hopefully you realize that's 2, and then we get 25. Now in this case, when you raise a power to a power, you want to multiply the exponents. So see how we have m and n, and they both get multiplied. So in this case, I have 3 to the 5/2 power raised to the second power, so if I multiply the exponents, I get 3 to the 5th power, which will just be 243. Hopefully the other ones are pretty easy to figure out. In this case, you're going to want to subtract the exponents. That's when we're dividing powers with the same base. So in this case, 5/2 minus half will be 2, and of course, I get 16. In other instances, when you have two things being multiplied together, so you get two different bases, but if they're both being risen to the same power, you can distribute the power or the exponent to both of the bases. So in this case here, we can say 16 to the half times 9 to the half, which gets us 12. You also could have followed PEMDAS, and if you did 16 times 9, you have 144, and of course if you take the square root of that, you still get the same thing. Likewise, if you're dividing two bases, you can distribute the exponent like this. That's okay to do as well. And hopefully you recognize that's just cube root, so you get 3/4. And last, when you have negative exponents, just remember that we can flip it over. So we get 1/6 in that case. So let's do one example, and the video will be over, I promise. So if we think about it, because it's square roots, we can raise each to the half power. So this we know from section 6.1. And then we can distribute the powers and then of course we can add the exponents. So x to the 5/2 power, y to the half power, and z to the 4 power. Now another way we could have written this, we also could have written as x squared times x to the half root y, and of course we have z4, and then we can rewrote it like this. And the reason I'm allowed to do that, because x half is the same thing as root x. We'll explore more of this in class tomorrow, but I just want to show you that we can actually use the properties of exponents for a problem like this one right here. So that pretty much completes today's lesson, and we'll expand on this when I see you guys again next time. Alright, that's it. Goodbye.